Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dark Arm Duelist, and hey, he's back! Dark Arm Dragon. And speaking of which, I've got a really dark deck for you guys today. It's a Zombie Beals Turbo deck. In other words, it makes a lot of zombies really fast, and Beals. But let's get into it. I'm playing one copy of Dark Arm Dragon, you know, the big daddy himself. That's why I'm using my mat again. He is a great card. If you have 3 darks in your graveyard, you can special summon him to your side of the field. And it's many times as you have darks in your graveyard, you can banish a dark from your grave and pop a card on the field. Then I'm playing 3 copies of Shadow Vampire. When he is normal summoned to your side of the field, which isn't that hard in this deck, you can special summon 1 vampire monster from your deck to your side of the field, which is typically going to be Vampire Duke. When Vampire Duke is special summoned from the deck or the graveyard, you can pick monster, spell, or trap and send 1 card of that type from your opponent's deck to the graveyard. So you pretty much mill a card from your opponent's deck. And with one of the other cards lurking in this deck, you really have an interesting combo. But he has the same effect as Shadow. When he is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 of your vampire monsters other than Vampire Duke. No, well, you can special summon Duke, I think. But you can normal summon 1 vampire monster from your graveyard and get, you know, whatever. Then I play 3 copies of Tristan, Knight of the Underworld. When Tristan is normal summoned, you can add 1 zombie monster, or I think it's 1 zombie, target 1 other zombie type monster with 0 defense in your graveyard and add that target to your hand. If you control another zombie monster other than this card gains 300 attack. So if you control him plus another zombie, it's a 2100 beater, which is really good. Then I play 2 copies of Zombie Master, because with Zombie Master, it revives any zombie from my graveyard if I discard. No, it's any level 4 or lower. Excuse me. Zombie monster by discarding a card. Then I play 3 Mizukis, because if it's in the graveyard, I can banish it to special summon any zombie monster from my graveyard. Then I play 3 copies of Vampire Sorcerer. Vampire Sorcerer's effect is that when it's sent to the graveyard, I can, from the field, I can add a vampire card from my deck to my hand, which I have quite a few in this deck, as you've seen so far. Then one of my personal favorite cards in this deck is Unizombie. With Laval Chain being banned now, with Unizombie, I can normal summon it, and when I normal summon it, I can send as many times, I think it's once per turn, but I can send either a zombie monster from my hand or my deck to the graveyard and then target a zombie monster on my side of the field and make its level go up by 1, which typically you're going to target Unizombie. So if you have, like, say, Unizombie in the grave, another zombie in your hand, and a Zombie Master in your hand. You normal summon your Zombie Master, activate its effect, discard, say, Mizuki, then activate Unizombie's effect, and, you know, special summon Unizombie, of course. Then activate Unizombie's effect, increase its level by 1, send another Mizuki from deck to grave, then you've got 2 Mizukis in grave, special summon, you know, Synchro into Beals, and then go nuts. Or Void Ogre, because you'd have an empty hand by that time. So, you know, nutsy combos with Unizombie. Love this guy. Then I'm only playing 1 copy of Goblin Zombie because I didn't want to get too many monsters in this deck. I know I'm playing a lot, but I only needed really 1. I thought about taking it out altogether. Then I'm playing this has got to be my favorite card in this entire deck. It's the Belle of the Underworld. I love the card art. When I saw this card, I was like, I've got to make a deck around it. And this is what's really inspired this deck, is her. I love this deck. I love her as a card, and she's amazing. But let's get into why. When you have Tristan, Knight of the Underworld, which is a card that I showed you previously, I actually had it the first time. When you have Tristan on your board, okay, and you have her in hand, you can add, or you can special summon her to your side of the field if you control him. Then you can, like, let's say you have her in grave, okay? You normal summon him, you add her back to hand because she has 0 defense. Then you special summon her, you call a level between 5 and, I believe, 8. And any zombie that's targeted by her effect, which is including her, you can target up to 2, become that level. So essentially you can make any XZ between 8 and 5, or 8 and 4, that's a zombie XYZ, because that's her special ability. That's the one drawback, is you can only special summon zombies for the rest of the turn. So she's really awesome. And when the new XZ number, I think it's number 23, Lancelot, Knight of the Underworld or something like that comes out, this deck is going to be nutsy, even more nutsy. But I'm playing 1 or 3 copies of her. Then, because sometimes you will encounter moments that you need to stall, I'm playing 2 copies of Spirit Reaper. A lot of decks can't even get past this at this point because you just play it in events and like, well, I wasn't expecting that. But that's it for the monsters. I'm playing 1 copy of Foolish Burial because sometimes, if I have Tristan in hand, I can send the Bell to the grave and then special summon her or normal summon him and then go off with that combo that I just told you about. Then I'm playing 2 copies of Dragon's Mirror because you will have a lot of zombies that are in the grave, that are going to be dead. And so I do play double Dragon's Mirror because I really like this guy and I want to go into him and he's amazing. But I'm playing double Dragon's Mirror. Then for another Monster Reborn, because Monster Reborn's banned, and I'm playing double Book of Life. Book of Life is a really cool card because it can banish 1 problem card from your opponent's graveyard. It really works well against Teller Knights. And then it brings back one of your other zombies. So you can bring back like any other zombie and go off into like an XZ play or something. And then here's the really interesting card of the whole deck, and that is Vampire Kingdom. Vampire Kingdom is when a card is sent from your... when you attack with a zombie, it gains 500 attack anytime. Then, if there's a card that is sent from your opponent's deck to the graveyard, you can target 1 card on your opponent's side of the field and destroy it, which is really awesome. It's a pop. It kind of reminds me of Harpy's Hunting Ground in a way, with more of a boost, and you can pop anything. So in a way, don't tell Savannah I told you guys this, but it's a little bit better. I'm playing 1 Compulse, 1 Bottomless, 1 Solemn, 1 Vanities, and that's for my 1-ups. And then I'm playing double Vampire Takeover. Vampire Takeover is really awesome because if you control a dark vampire on your side of the field, you can activate 1 Vampire Kingdom directly from your deck. And you can special summon 1 vampire card. And but you cannot not control a field spell. But you wouldn't activate this if you did. Then I'm playing double Phoenix Wing Wind Blast because sometimes you just need to bounce stuff. And that's it for the main deck. You needed something really for discard effect to get rid of some of your cards, go off on plays and start your graveyard. So that's why I'm playing double Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. But let's get into the extra deck. Let me put Dark Armed back on the front because he's my favorite. He's my baby. Then for the extra deck, I'm playing double Dragon Necro Nethersoul Dragon. He's just an awesome card. If you haven't read his effect, listen to this. Must be fusion summoned and cannot be destroyed by battle. Monsters cannot be destroyed by battle that he attacks. At the end of the damage step, if this card battled a monster that has an original level, the monster's attack becomes 0. If that monster is still face up on the field, special summon 1 Dark Soul token, and it becomes the attack and defense of the monster that it attacked originally. So if you say you have Dark Armed on your opponent's side of the field, like let's give you for instance, if you have Dark Armed on your opponent's side of the field, you swing into this, they take 200 life points. Then you special summon a token to your side of the field that's level 7 and has the same stats as Dark Armed Dragon. Then you swing into that Dark Armed Dragon that has 0 attack now with this. So regardless, they're going to take 3,000 if it's smaller than he is, which is why he's really awesome. And he makes tokens for me to synchro with Unizombie. Then I'm playing 1 Beals of the Diabolic Dragons because I wanted to find out a way to play Beals and zombies because I love it. And my last zombie deck kind of died with the Volval Chain dying. Then I'm playing 1 copy of Void Ogre Dragon because these 2 comboed in this deck will run out of hand. These 2 in combination, you might as well just say GG. Then I'm playing 1 copy of Scrap Dragon because again, with these 2 comboed, because you can target Beals and it won't be destroyed by Scrap Dragon's effect. You pop 1 for free and then you swing with both of these and 5,800 is nothing to shake a stick at. And then the same thing goes for Stardust Spark and Stardust Spark and Scrap Dragon. If you can make these 2 together, you can target Scrap Dragon to target Stardust Spark, activate Spark's effect, Spark won't be destroyed, and this gets to pop. So both of these get to play off of each other. All the synchros here play. Then I play 1 Yazi, because Yazi is just a nice level 7, beater if I don't have anything to discard and I don't want to send anything from deck. with Unizombie and I have a 4 on board, I can synchro into him. But here comes the XZs, and here's the really cool one. Number 22, Zombie Stein, a 4,500 beater. His effect's pretty garbage, but a 4,500 beater, you can't beat that. It's just awesome. Then I'm playing one Armides, because Armides lets me pop one thing, and this deck makes a lot of rank 5s. One Greedy Saramaya. I think it's Saramaya? I don't know. One number 14. Number 14 is really awesome because if you're going to take effect damage, you don't. Your opponent takes it. But that only works for the controller. And if this card attacks and destroys a monster, it destroys all monsters your opponent controls that has less attack points than it, which is 2,500, which again is nothing to shake a stick at. Then I play double Crimson Knight Vampire Braum. Braum is really cool because I can detach one XYZ from him, and then I can target one card in my opponent's graveyard and special summon it. So if I destroy something really big previous to summoning him, then he gets really big really fast. Or whatever I summon gets really big really fast. And then I'm only playing 4 rank 4s. Or not 4 rank 4s, 3 rank 4s. And that is 1 Key Beetle to protect my field spell. 1 Castel to bounce shit. Castel is becoming generic for me in every single deck I play. And 1 Evilsworn Exciton Knight. Exciton Knight is to blow up board in case I lose advantage, and I still have advantage in grave. But yeah, that's the deck. It is a Vampire Beals Void Ogre Turbo deck. I don't even know what to call it. It's like Zombie Turbo. But anyways, guys, this is Darkroom Duels. Don't forget to check the description for the links below. There's a really cool page down there called Yu-Gi-Oh! I check them out for all my Yu-Gi-Oh! News. Don't forget to check them out and go give them a like on Facebook. Anyways, guys, this is Darkroom Duels. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'm out.